it probably won't. Now, there's been an awful lot of attention on Corto Star recently. His retirement, of course, he'll be here today parading for the crowd, the place where he's won 5 times, plans to unveil a statue shortly. We know, of course, that he is being retrained as a dressage horse with event rider Laura Collett. We heard all about that a couple of weeks ago here on the Morning Line, and it's prompted a flurry of inquiries for you as to what exactly is the fate of racehorses when they finish the sport. And several centres are setting up around the country to rehome, rehabilitate, retrain. We've been along to Buckinghamshire to see one of the newest centres, and their founder Elizabeth Matthews picks up the story.
We are at Barrettstown Stud, which is near Aylesbury, and we are Equi Vivre racehorse retraining, and we are currently retraining and rehoming ex-racehorses. We take horses in from owners, trainers, breeders who want to see their horses go on to a good life and a secure and happy future. They come into me, they're retrained, they go through a lengthy process of assessing what they could be good for in the future, and we work with them and then try and find them the perfect home and the perfect owner. They are so versatile. A lot of people have a bit of a stigma to ex-racehorses, and that they can be crazy and they can be mental, and they touch grass and they gallop off and they want to race and all sorts of things. But what we try and do here is take that stigma away, and they're such versatile animals. Okay, they're sports horses, they're bred to run, but they can be retrained, they're very intelligent, they can be retrained in any other form of horse sport. So what we try to do here is to retrain and educate the horses correctly, and then find them the right owner to suit the horse and whatever job it is that they're going to go on and do, whether it be a hack to a top-class event horse. We have no set rules with retraining. Each horse is different. Each horse comes in, we would be assessed as to where it is, if it's been off training for any period of time. If it's fresh out of training, we would tend to assess it physically, see if it has any physical problems when it's finished its race career. Then we would have 3 to possibly 4 months off, just chilling out in the field with its friends and relaxing and de-racing. It would then come back in and start basic groundwork and strengthening work and learn to not be a racehorse again. And we teach it the basics of schooling and dressage. We're then pretty sure with the horse as to what it could go on and do. We know it pretty well by that point, so we then start looking for the right owner to match that horse and the career we'd like to see it go on to.
The lovely thing about here is that from the moment I met Elizabeth and Hannah, the fact that they have Twitter and Facebook means that I can follow the progress of the horses. Not only that, we have all become quite good friends, and I've actually made friends with the new owners of all 3 of the horses.
The kind of owners we look for, we don't have a certain type. It can completely depend on, the type of horse they're looking for. In the right hands, they are really quite trainable horses, and they can go on to be, event horses. They can go to be dressage horses. Some of them will just be happy hackers. It just depends on their ability also when they retire from racing.
Probably the biggest name we have in the yard belongs to the stud, and his name's Moral Support. And I believe he was a 2001 Grand National favourite, and also won the Welsh National that year. But we're really not a yard for the big names. We'd love a big name, but we're focused on the horses that no one will have heard of, that have really not underperformed on the track, or maybe won the odd race and retired through injury. It's those horses that need our help and need to be re-educated and found the right homes.
Welcome to